use my blog for many things, no? Apart from the evangelization, especially the spreading of our faith and the spreading of the truth, I also use it as a teaching tool. So for example po, I have taught some about virtue ethics, for example, or business ethics in general, or morality in general, or for example, accounting ethics. Ginagamit ko po yun para ilagay kung minsan ang aking mga lectures po in class. Inilalagay ko po siya online through that blog, precisely so that hindi ko na kailangan ipadala sila ng PowerPoint, etc. Kundi pupuntahan na lang nila yun. And also, I realize ang isa pong bentahe, ang advantage ng blog is, for example, in the social networks like in Facebook, for example, mas madali po mag-share ng link to a blog than, let's say, pictures or even PowerPoint files, because I think sa ngayon, hindi po tayo makapag-share ng maraming files via the Facebook. So, that's how I learned to do it also. In effect, parang teaching and educational tool ko rin po. So, thank you very much for asking.
So, itong blog nito, hindi na ito limited sa mga youth, no?
That's right.
Pwede rin sa aming mga adults?
Yes. So you can always go to it. So, iba't iba po talaga ang paksa na inilalagay ko. Since I've been doing that for the past almost 2.5 years, malawak ang mga iba't ibang paksa na kinocover po ng aking blog. So, but I use it basically as a chief communication tool and also to share my thoughts on different issues. From time to time also, for example, there are some activities in my neighborhood. Tapos, I feel like sharing it. For example, I think pina-MC yata ako dun sa former neighborhood ko ng isang parang timpalak, no, competition, singing competition, I think, about youth, no? I think I shared some of the festivity, the description of the event, and also yung mga litrato po, no, doon sa blog kong yon, so that they could also participate in my own affairs, so to speak. But it's more of, para po ba ito ka, maturuan ang ating mga kababayan. So, feel free po to visit that and even to bookmark that po. Thank you.
Professor Racelis, ikaw rin ang representative ng church, no?
Yes.
On coming from the lay people,
okay,
to debate against the RH bill proponents. I admire your virtue of courage to face those people, no? Publicly, no? Sa television yun, ano?
Yes, okay.
Anong karanasan nyo matapos ipalabas ang RH bill, the grand debate sa television? Ano po ang epekto ng paglabas sa TV?
Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyong katanungan. Nabigyan po ako ng pagkakataon na ipaliwanag ng mahusay ang kahalagahan talaga ng mass media, and specifically po, particular ang television at saka ang radyo. Sa pagtatanong niyo po iyan, naalala ko bigla ang isa sa mga sinabi ni Blessed John Paul, well, sometimes we call him John Paul the Great, ano? Si Blessed John Paul II, na sabi niya, you're nowhere if you're not on TV. I think narinig ko po yung sinabi niya yon sa pamamagitan ng isang video documentary tungkol sa paggamit niya ng mass media, sapagkat I think pag pinag-isipan natin, pag pinagtuunan natin ng pansin ng papacy ng iba't ibang mga Santo Padre, I think it was really in John Paul II that we saw pangmalawakang paggamit talaga ng mass media, mapa television, radyo, and even, well, during his time, of course, because he lived up to 2005, even a good grasp of the internet, even up to his time, and the current Pope even more, no? So ibig sabihin talaga, tama yun, no? Na pag wala ka sa television, wala kang nararating. So in effect, yun ang sinasabi niya. And really, when he began realizing the importance and the relevance of television appearances, that's when hinikaya talaga niya na gusto ang mga mananampalataya, mga believers, especially us Catholics, na talagang gamitin at pumasok sa mass media, especially television, sapagkat yun po ay napakahalaga. And natutuwa po ako na binanggit niyo na talagang sinisikap natin na pasukin itong mga mahalagang mass media, especially radyo po at television, para talaga makapagkalat tayo ng katotohanan. Now, ngayon, yung mga nakalipas na mga TV shows tungkol sa RH bill, hindi lamang po doon sa kung saan ako nakilahok, mapadebate man siya o maging talakayan, ay malayo po ang narating. Yun po ang masasabi ko, malayo po ang nararating nito, no? Ang epekto po ata nito ay yung mga indifferent or undecided, especially in the issue of the RH bill po, I think ang napagtanto ko po ay biglang nakapag-isip. So, for many of the undecided or the indifferent, siguro po at the very least yun po ang nangyari sa kanila. Bigla silang napaisip, biglang, ay, may biglang show na ganito, no? So, kung minsan parang iniisip nila, ganun ba? Makapipinsala pala itong sa kalusugan at pagkatao ng ating mga mamayan, itong mga kontraseptibo at pildura. So, I've seen that being told me in some of their feedback whenever they meet me online, ano? sabihin, malaking change of public opinion na itudulot nitong appearances on television, and kasi talagang napakalawak, no, ng reach niya. Ngayon, ang epekto naman po sa akin, sa personal kong buhay, ay sa bawat show, ang naging, kasi minimeasure ko po yung effects niya, no? Sa bawat showing po niya, marami naghahanap sa akin online. Lalo-lalo na po via Facebook and Twitter also, especially Facebook. No? So, in fact, I was trying to recall, no, the days after the showing. I think it was shown May 22, and then may replay po siya ng May 28, ano? So sa bawat palabas, siguro po mga 20 to 30 new Facebook friend requests at least. Siguro for 2 or 3 consecutive days towards me, no? So, in effect, parang, so, bakit ito mahalaga sa atin, no? So, para sa akin, mahalaga yun kasi, of course, when I accept them, no? Karamihan sa kanila sasabihin, thanks for defending life, no? Salamat po sa inyong katatagan, sa pagtatanggol ng buhay. Of course, I would always answer them, I still have a lot to learn. In fact, ever since then, sa nakalipos pong 5 o 6 na buwan, marami pa rin po ako nakitang improvements na kailangan ko po i-incorporate. For example, paano po mas ipapaliwanag ng sa simpleng pamamaraan. Kasi po, karamihan ng mga argumentos natin laban sa RH Bill, medyo high level pa rin. So talagang kailangan maibaba ang antas sa mas simpleng pamamaraan para makarating even sa uneducated, para maintindihan nila yung mga argumentos natin. No? So napagit ko po kanina, marami po akong feedback na na-receive at natuwa po ako doon. Pero bakit po mahalaga yung info na yon? Sapagkat pag naging friends ko na po sila, then I can influence them positively through positive posts. So, yun po ang naging epekto sa akin, and gusto ko po sana i-share na pag-uusapan din na po natin yan later. Ano ibig sabihin ng positive, being positive in your posts, in the social networks. We will mention that later po. So, salamat po sa tanong niyo.
I saw that YouTube presentation also, no? Kasi maganda na sa YouTube.
Yes.
That's why I connected with you also.
Yes.
So friends na rin tayo.
Right, and that's true. Tama po. Right after that, yes, that's true. We saw each other kagad sa Facebook po.
Pero yung argument ng mga RS Bill proponents ay marami daw namamatay na mga babae because they were not given the chance to use contraceptives. But you answered that actually, ano yun sinabi mo?
Yes. Ang sinabi ko po, kabaligtaran ang katotohanan. Ano? Ang katotohanan ay baliktad doon sa sinasabi nila. Unang-una kasi, ang ginagawa po namin, isa sa mga ginagawa namin sa Filipinos for Life, ladies and gentlemen, no, filipinorsforlife.com, please look at our post because maya po ina-update po namin yon with very important information. No? So, isa sa mga ginawa namin lately sa Filipinos for Life ay to oppose to prove as wrong that those particular statistics that they were showing. Unang-una, so there are 2 parts na ginawa namin. Una, para sabihin na even later studies have even shown that that's much lower. Okay, so up to 3 or 4 lang maternal deaths per day. But second, which is more important po, point that we've always wanted to make is, para bagang pag sinasabi nila yung statistika na yun, para bagang ang pregnancy, ang cause, kumbaga parang sinasabi nila na ang pregnancy yung cause ng maternal death, which is incorrect, which is completely wrong. So, pregnancy is never a sickness. In fact, what we have to show, which we have managed to show in FilippinosForLife.com, is precisely what the pregnant women need, especially those who don't have access to natal care during the pregnancy and also postnatal care, is precisely the provision of a greater amount and greater quality of prenatal, natal care during the pregnancy, and also postnatal care. And doon maiiwasan na mangangamatay yung mga nagdadalang tao at saka manganganak. So in effect, there is no connection at all between the pregnancy itself and the maternal death. So we managed to show in one of our posts in FilippinosForLife.com that precisely, unang-una, the maternal deaths during pregnancy are precisely not caused by the pregnancy. And in fact, the one way in which we prove that is pag sinuri po natin yung listahan ng mga sources or causes of death in the Philippines, walang-wala talaga yung pregnancy. In other words, ang kailangan talagang pag-ukulan ng pansin ng gobyerno, ng pamahalaan, kasama dito po ang Department of Health, would be to actually give solutions to those top sicknesses, or rather sources of the causes of death.